the price went above $13,200, past this segment at one incredible acceleration, and set a new Bitcoin historical high. I am all for the Bitcoin growth, and I've been waiting for a rocket for a very long time. Welcome to the Coin Post. The average Bitcoin rate by CoinMarketCap hit a new high of 2020 at $13,184. And on a number of exchanges, the price went above $13,200. YouTube is bursting with reports that To the Moon is now officially launched, and who knows, maybe I'll also succumb to this temptation and write something similar in the title of this video. But let's not celebrate ahead of time, as in the summer of 2019 we were also expecting for Bitcoin to go to the moon. However, it went 8,000 instead. So let's keep our heads cool and look at the various factors that speak for and against the fact that Bitcoin price is ready to move towards a new historical high. Check the contents of your space suitcase, make sure you're subscribed to our YouTube channel, and let's get into it.
3, 2, 1, fire!
First, let's talk about how Bitcoin hit a new 2020 high. The growth started on October 17th and quickly made plus 17%. What helped the cryptocurrency market was two super bull news that accelerated Bitcoin price even more. We're talking about PayPal supporting cryptocurrency and the investment of another company into Bitcoin. Let's look at them in detail. We told you earlier there is a new trend in the market now when companies invest in Bitcoin. The first one was MicroStrategy, which entered this market for as much as $425 million. Square then added $50 million to the joint coffer. And now we have a new investment from Mode Global Holdings, which is traded on the London Stock Exchange and intends to invest 10% of its funds in the first cryptocurrency. That was like, wow. However, in fact, 10% of the company's funds, with a capitalization of $37 million and the market opening in October, isn't a bonus after all. It even feels like someone decided to hype and pump the price of their shares. But there's also a second one, for many the headline, which is the integration of PayPal payment system and Bitcoin. There were rumors a few months ago, and now everything got official. Very soon, PayPal users in the US and then in other countries will be able to buy, store and sell Bitcoin, Ethereum, Bitcoin Cash and Litecoin. And by the way, the best thing about this is that Litecoin grew 12%. In 2021, they intend to add the possibility to pay for goods via PayPal with cryptocurrency, with one condition though. Funds will be converted immediately into dollars or other fiat currencies. I mean, you're gonna pay with cryptocurrency, but it's gonna stay on the service and it's not going anywhere. The seller is gonna get fiat money. And in fact, the whole story is about PayPal launching its own crypto wallet, with the feature of buying Bitcoin for dollars, and also something like a virtual card with the ability to cash your Bitcoin and buy something for it. It's awesome, of course, but it's not the same global acceptance as you might think. I'm sorry if I upset anyone with my news, but our investments depend on the right evaluation, so I prefer to look at the world with my eyes open. Now give this video a thumbs up to help promote Bitcoin in the world, and let's talk about price analysis. I guess there are lots of videos where traders show the following images from the technical analysis. For example, Bitcoin keeps trading above the global 3-year resistance line. And we see the price got to the trend line, got support from it, and went up again. They will also tell you about the 21-week moving average. Now, the price too kicked off this line, and it's crucial, and signals the bull or bear market. I marked similar points in 2016 and 2017, and depending on what the phase of the Bitcoin market cycle, you can imagine how strong and rapid the further growth will be, and also how long it's to Bitcoin going to the moon. In addition, the legend is still fresh but hard to believe that there is virtually no resistance between 13K and 20K. So in theory, we can pass this segment at one incredible acceleration and set a new Bitcoin historical high, even by the end of the year. I'd really like to see that. But I have to remember that in the summer of 2019, many people also believed in the moon and gave reasons why it should come within 6 months or a year. And then there was one big disappointment, which now fits wonderfully into the current analysis of the chart. And the thing is, with the help of technical analysis, it's very convenient to look back and show which figures worked. But there are problems with the future, and regardless of the picture on the chart, it can always do its own way. And then, of course, they will find a suitable explanation for that. So I suggest that we face the facts and not create the illusion of the moon until, first of all, Bitcoin hits over 14K, the last year high. After that, we should also not relax until it takes the 20K mark. It's when it hits above the previous high that a stable bull market always starts, and therefore it's worth focusing on. Be sure to subscribe to the channel to keep an objective view on the Bitcoin price. And let's move on. I am all for the Bitcoin growth and I've been waiting for a rocket for a very long time, but let's not rush ahead of time. Recently, the purchase of the grayscale investments have been a great signal of investing into cryptocurrency. In the third quarter of this year alone, they've raised over $1 billion, and they have about $6 billion under their control. But they are institutional, they're not gonna open positions at higher prices. Besides, Grayscale buys the cryptocurrency on OTC market platforms. Consequently, it doesn't affect trade volumes and doesn't push the price upwards. And the volumes that we see on the exchanges, first of all, are not big enough to show the realism of current growth with further potential. Secondly, we know well how exchanges can draw these trades and that in reality, it's only 10% of what they show. And these are the conclusions I draw from the fact that there must be market activity to grow, and it must not be limited to exchanges alone. As Google Trends show, there's no demand for Bitcoin now. That is, the main mechanism of every growth of a crypto market called FOMO is not yet included, and the question where to take money for the current pump remains open. Another important risk that must be taken into account is the current economic situation. I would love to believe in the claims of those who are convinced that the demand for Bitcoin is rising because of the accelerated dollar inflation. But the truth is, inflation is nowhere near. And it won't be until the economy is restored, and the process, as Japan's experience has shown, could take 20 or more years. The demand for cryptocurrency soars when a country is not just inflationary, but in some deep shit, to say the least. But if we just sit on zero rates with near $0 inflation, there will be no collapse and no one will turn to Bitcoin. So I don't mind people waiting for the fiat economy to collapse tomorrow and everyone to use cryptocurrency. But let's just say we should patiently wait because the process is unlikely to be quick. Today, for Bitcoin, the best scenario would be not to continue the crisis, but to end the economic recession deadlock. Because first of all, this is how we can avoid a stock market crash. Secondly, people should have the money to continue stimulating the Bitcoin growth so we can keep pushing the price up. And also, fights between regulators and BitMEX in the US and OCAX in China are gaining momentum. Nevertheless, it's a good sign. Because if these exchanges are in hot pursuit, they will be wary of manipulations, and the odds of a group of whales making money off a Bitcoin dump will be much lower. So that's how I see the market today. Share in the comments when you're waiting for Bitcoin to go to the moon, and share this video with your friends from the crypto world. And that's it for today. Thanks for watching. It's the Coin Post channel. Subscribe and get enlightened.